Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is JC Company One, and today I'm here to talk about the GTA 5 San Andreas Flight School update. This came out this morning at about 8 a.m., and I'm here to talk about how it's really good, actually. The Coquette Classic is really good, and we'll go over that and I'll review the things for you. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and here we go. Um, First things first, a race between the Coquette Classic and a standard Coquette. Both are fully upgraded, and it runs basically the same. Fully upgraded, they're almost identical in speed. The handling is very similar. In a way, it almost feels like just a reskinned version of the original Coquette. But that's not necessarily a problem. It works out well. Next is the Bezra, and it's a very nice jet. It's basically the fighter jet from Fort Zancudo. It's decommissioned, but it's basically the same speed, handling. It may even be a bit better on both of those fronts. It's very good. It's very agile. And as you're going to see, I'm going to hop in and take it up in the air for you. It's $1,150,000, $1,150,000. My bad. And yeah, everything's really smooth about it. I like the look of it. It looks old school. And like I said, it flies basically the same. It feels very similar. It feels very good. It's just all around a good jet. It's very good for stunting. As you'll see here in a minute, I go through a very small gap. But it's a very nice feeling. I can't express that enough. It handles fantastic. And so yeah, this is one of the three air vehicles that came out with the update. And so shortly we will move on to something else. I will talk to you then. Okay, and I'm back. This is the topless Coquette versus the standard one. This one is very nice. I personally prefer the topless version. I think it looks a bit more like the original car that's based off of, which is a 1960s Corvette Stingray. But they're both very nice. They have their own ups and downs. Like this one, it's very smooth looking, but I think it looks a bit too much like the Stinger GT. That's my opinion on it, and that's why I prefer the topless version. But they're both very nice. It just depends on personal preference. The black one that I'm in currently is my personal one. It's very fun to drive. You can see my two friends there in the background messing around. But yeah, this car is extremely fast. It's not as fast as an Adder, but it feels like you're just flying. And so it's just a fun thing to play around with. Okay, on to the next thing. The Miljet. It's very cool. It's larger than the Luxor. It handles about the same as the Luxor, so if you're into that more slow-moving passenger jet, this is what you're looking for. This costs $1,700,000, and It's just a good jet for cruising. The Bezra is good for doing things like stunts and being a aerial ace, but this is more for going up and taking in the scenery and flying people from one place to another. I believe it fits all 16 people in the lobby, if you can get people to get along that long. I'm gonna take it up now, and yeah, it, like I said, moves about the same as the Luxor. It's not fast, but it's very smooth. And it still does flips. I can still do barrel rolls and loops in it, but that's not what it's meant for. It's meant to just be a nice ride. And so, yeah, I will be back on the next thing. Okay, I'm back. This is the Swift. It comes in two different things, the Classic and the Flying Bravo. You're seeing the Flying Bravo version of it. And this is a really cool helicopter. It's unlike any of the other ones that we've had in GTA 5 so far. It's fast, it's agile, but it has one really weird feature. And you'll see that in just a minute. But I really like it. This isn't mine personally. I don't have enough to buy one because this costs 1,500,000 or 1,600,000, depending on whether you want the Flying Bravo or the Classic version. Excuse me. But yes, as you can see, it had retractable landing gear, which is very odd because that's not on any of the other helicopters. Actually, that may be on the Cargo Bob, so correct me if I'm wrong on that. But to my knowledge, is not on. It's not on any other flying vehicle except for jets and planes. It's not on any other helicopters. But it's very agile. It's very easy to move. It's very controllable. And so this is something that once I have the money, I'm going to pick up. And it's just very nice. As you'll see here, I start going and messing around with it and going under the freeways and that stuff. Did end up getting hit, ended up hitting something, I should say. And I didn't blow it up, but I did severely damage it. So yeah, that's not really a good thing. But yeah, my rotor got caught and threw me down into the concrete. Yeah, it's very easy to move, spins fantastically, but it's just very clean. They did a good job on it. Now, shortly we will be moving on to my personal favorite of all of the DLC. And that will come up momentarily. Oh yes. Now I remember. This is my favorite thing to do now. I happened to find one of my friends waiting there in a jet. And so I promptly ripped her out of it. And stole it. But yeah, back on the Bezra for a moment. It's very fun to see how you rip people out of it. You punch them in the back of the head and then remove their limp body. It's awesome. But yes, next comes my personal favorite vehicle from the DLC. Yes, the Coquette Topless. This thing, it's just fantastic. It runs like a dream. It's my personal favorite because I can honestly see myself driving this for the foreseeable future. It's a very slick looking car. It controls well. If you're into drifting and stuff like that, which I am, it's really good for that. But it still keeps enough control that you aren't just going to be sliding around everywhere. And my personal favorite feature, it can take a beating. As you saw, I went head on into a car. It only left a scratch. And I'm going to hit something and flip myself so that way you can see the kind of damage that will do when that happens. And I will do that now. Just have to find something. Oh, there we go. There we go. Flip myself. And as you can see, the only thing that happened was the windshield shattered. This car is just awesome. And that is the end of my